Thanks for locking in with 77 Flavors of Chicago. We're your host, Dario.
And I'm Sarah, and I hope you're ready to learn with us.
Hey, today we're talking about Johnson Publishing Company.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. How y'all doing?
Great.
Perfect. I'm doing first, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I had a great day today.
Yeah? What'd you do?
One day a week, I unplug from my phone, and I do all the fun things that I love to do, like going thrift shopping, going to Home Depot, going grocery shopping. Those are all my favorite things. And I do them all in one day, and I disappear for hours.
Yeah. You was gone all day today.
I was gone for like 5 hours. That's it.
That's all day.
That's not
I'm
all
sleep
day.
the other. No, I wouldn't sleep.
But yeah, it was great. I had a good time. The weather is starting to turn a little.
Yeah. Hey, this week's supposed to be nice.
I know. And next week.
And next week. Do you think we out of the woods?
No, we absolutely are not out of the woods.
All right.
Okay, let's not all play like stupid.
No, I don't want to do that.
It's gonna snow in April, like
You
every
think so?
year. Yes.
Maybe shit is pushed back, ain't it? Pause.
Or maybe this is global warming. I don't know. Maybe this is our new reality.
Yeah, this has got to be global warming. Hold on, we got the.
But yeah, it was a great day. So fun.
Yeah. Me on the other hand, a little down bad. Just a little tired. I think I ate too much food. Mixing up shit too much.
You had a lot of work today.
I did. I'm 40. And all that shit mixed together is just hurting.
Not a good combo.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, the week was good.
Yeah.
We've been zoning out to the music. I've been sitting here on the couch, away from my phone. My screen time is down. I want to say even though I don't wear my watch all the time, but my screen time is down like 25% week over week. Yeah, that's because your boys just be sitting on the couch zoning out.
That's true. You do sit on the couch and zone out.
Yeah.
So my phone average today was 3 hours.
Oh, that's
but
good.
it counts me using like Google Maps and stuff, which
okay.
I did a lot. So, and it's 65% down from last week. So you see, today is my unplugged day.
65. Damn.
Yeah, I'm on my phone a lot.
Damn.
It's my job. What do you want me to do?
That's very true.
It's my job.
It is our job to be on our phones.
I have to.
We be bullshitting though. We do.
And what about it?
TikTok got me in a stranglehold ever since it came back.
Damn.
I wasn't a fan of it before.
Oh my God! Yesterday I did 10 hours and 42
Y'all,
minutes.
what's y'all screen time? Check y'all screen time.
Shit.
I want to know. Are y'all?
Oh my God! Okay,
What?
Tuesday I was sick that day, so I was in bed all day. 14 hours and 9 minutes.
Out of a 24-hour day.
I could have read a whole book.
Damn, 14 hours on your phone, and she was
And
sick.
6 of those hours, 7 of those hours were on TikTok.
Damn, yeah, TikTok got everybody back. That was a good move, brother.
Horrific. That's horrific. That's bad.
That is bad. And that's bad, man. I don't even know what mine is.
I average like 8 to 9 hours a day, but I mean it's literally my job.
Yeah, DM us or something. Let us know what's y'all screen time. Y'all on y'all phone a lot like that?
I don't know.
And how much time do you spend listening to our podcast? Our podcast. That's it.
That doesn't count as screen time, does it? I mean, I do watch a lot of YouTube videos.
If they use Apple Music, Spotify,
That
whatever
counts
they
as
stream
that
on their
doesn't-
phone.
That's not screen time.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
I mean,
Well, then
you can have your screen up.
Yeah, but you could also have your phone locked like a normal person. I do watch a lot of YouTube videos, so that count. I mean, I watch like hour-long YouTube videos.
I think YouTube
I
might
watched an hour, 20-minute video the other day about this lady. She does a lot of like historical fashion content.
You love that.
I love that.
Yeah,
so
you rock
much.
with that heavy.
But I love her. I've been watching her for years, and so she did a beading video. She did
a beating?
Yeah, she did a month
beading.
Beads.
I was like, beating what? That's crazy.
No, she spent a month beading a top with beads.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry. It sounds so wild.
It doesn't. It's you.
Okay, it's me.
Also, how did I kill that snake plant? My God.
This right here?
Yeah, like that's such a resilient plant, and I just fucking murdered it.
I mean, it's not in the window no more. Nor do it get water. Because we ain't got no base of it. Simple.
I did water it the other day, though.
And it spilled it all over the floor?
No, I watered it out of its pot. I took it to to the bathroom sink.
And it's still, but it didn't get no light or nothing. Y'all, we not the best with.
I don't know how to do plants.
You know what it is? The plants were successful in the new windowsill though.
Yeah,
they were. I think it's us because the ones that's over there now they thriving.
They are.
They thriving.
I just like different plants need different amounts of water, and I don't know how much water they need. Like, how am I supposed to know this? I don't even know what plant this is.
Damn.
It was given to me. I don't know what.
You got to take a picture of it. You got to take a picture of it. Do the app. Use the app, or ask. Nobody got time for that. Or ask somebody. You one of these phones? I don't want to say it because you know that heifer over in the bedroom office. She gonna just start.
Literally.
Just listening for no reason.
That robot.
Yeah.
I asked her today. I was listening to a song and I was like, "Hey, can you mark this song as a song I like, as one of my favorites?" She goes, "Sure." I added, "I love this song" to your shopping list.
Come
I was
on,
like,
bro.
That literally makes no sense.
No, it don't. I think Apple is missing the point with this AI shit.
Yeah, I want it to be someone I can like. I want an assistant. I need a virtual assistant. I don't need this. I don't need it to like. The only thing I use it for is to send texts while I'm driving.
And okay, that's safe.
That's it. That's literally it. I don't use it for anything else.
Do it work?
Yeah, sometimes. Today, I texted you today while I was driving, and it took like 3 tries.
So while you're driving, you have to be like, you got to read it.
Yeah.
And see if
no,
it's
because it reads it back to you.
Oh.
So I said, "Hey, does Campbell need food or can it wait?" And it said, "Hey, does food or wait?" I was like, "What does how?
What is
how
that?
did you skip past the words?"
Yeah, right. And then send too.
And then she said, "Do you want me to send it?" I said, "No." And then it just like stops. Like it doesn't.
She got attitude.
Okay, so what do you want me to send? And like, no, she just shuts off, and I have to prompt her again. It just pissed me off.
Your Siri got attitude. Which voice are you using?
The lady.
There's several ladies now.
The generic lady.
I got the sister.
Really?
Yeah.
And she's nicer?
Yeah. Watch this.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, hold on. Let me play it for y'all. How many seconds are there in a day? Now she don't want to say nothing.
She's shy.
Now I just want to put up there. Siri, can you tell a joke?
I think
this is stupid.
I think it's late at night and your phone isn't doing the out.
No, this shit is crazy. That's what it is.
Out loud thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Then that was crazy that we spent that much time on that dumb shit. How do we even get here? Sorry. How did we even get here?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You want to get into it?
I guess I'll listen back and see how we got.
Yeah. Right.
Yes. Let's get into it. Today we're talking about Johnson Publishing Company.
Yeah, buddy.
Which I will say I know about Ebony and Jet, but I've never picked up an Ebony and Jet magazine before because I did not live here while they were in their height. So for me, I'm like approaching the story as an outsider, and I was super fascinated. There's so much information. I'm gonna try and pack as much as I possibly can in this episode, but okay. But we can definitely revisit because there's so many tangents that we can go on within this story that I think one of them warrants a visit to the Smithsonian also.
Oh, wow.
So Johnson Publishing, let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it was founded by John H. Johnson, and he was born in Arkansas, which, by the way, as I was writing that, I was like, why isn't it Arkansas? Which I know a lot of people have said this before.
It's just crazy when you see it.
Because I don't think I've ever written Arkansas, and I was like, it literally is Arkansas. Okay.
Arkansas. Anyway.
So he was born in Arkansas and moved to Chicago with his family during the Great Migration. He was born in 1918.
Oh, wow. He's at the start. He was born at the start of the Great Migration.
He was.
Oh, wow.
1918. And he went to DuSable High School.
Let's go.
Graduated with honors, and then went to the University of Chicago while working and simultaneously working for Supreme Life Insurance. And his first job there was compiling newspaper clippings for a monthly digest, and that kind of started his interest in publishing.
Okay.
He was like reading these pieces of
that's crazy
news all the time.
He was like, shit, I could do this.
Because I don't think that's what he went to school for per se.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out what he went to school for, but that while he was there, that was part of his job.
Sparked his interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was into it. Then in 1942, he founded Johnson Publishing Company, and he created his first publication, which later on became Black World. That was the name of the publication. He took a $500 loan against his mother's furniture in order to start the company.
Wow.
Which I was like, that's really interesting.
It's crazy you could do that on furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's wild. Now, shit.
You're going to be like, is that dog paw prints on your couch?
Hey, I'm about to do that with this camera. Hey, what's up? This thing is 4,300. Need another one.
In 1945, he launched Ebony, and in 1951, he started Jet. He was described by Forbes as one of the 10 toughest bosses, right?
So he was a hard ass.
So just to kind of give you an idea, he was definitely very driven. I read a bunch of articles that quoted a lot of people that worked for him, a lot of editors and people that worked in the rooms and stuff like that, and writers. There's a lot of historians that worked there, and just like a group of diverse people. And everyone was like, the man was on a mission, and he made it happen.
Yeah, I mean, get out my way.
Right. And he knew what he wanted. He knew what the brand needed to be, and he was going to do everything he needed to do in order for it to get there.
Usually with him or against him.
Basically, you could be on the team or get out.
Yeah.
So kind of like dive into each one of those. So Ebony was basically, it featured the achievements of Black Americans and the Black community. And it had photo essays and kind of upcoming events and past events. And it reported on things like the Civil Rights Movement and the Black Power Movement and the Freedom Marches. So it was a lot of that. Jet was smaller. So it was a smaller format, quick read kind of thing.
I remember.
Both became very well known to be a kind of very trusted source of reporting, very serious reporting, and brought attention to a lot of issues that white press ignored. Right? That was there was a niche, and he filled it. Kind of thing. Obviously, we know that, and this is different than the Defender, right? Because like both coexisted, but this was like a magazine that you could go into a store and buy. The Defender was a newspaper. So like different, I feel like different demographics, they covered different things. One was daily. And you said you remember it?
Oh yeah. We used to get Ebony and Jet all the time. And then you go to the dentist's office, you go to different hospital, doctor.
It was everywhere.
It was everywhere. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
The publication was so important that MLK himself reached out to the Jet editor, Bob Johnson, at the time to cover the Freedom Marches.
Oh wow!
Isn't that wild?
He knew. Hey, look, you gonna want to see. You gonna want to be here for this.
Yeah, I mean, they were distributing to, I think it was like 10 million households at the time, which that's a lot. Think of how many people. Like, let's say I'm subscribed to the magazine. I get it, but how many people are you passing that along to? You know what I mean?
But it's Ebony and Jet, so how many people are you passing it along to?
I don't know.
You know?
You don't think?
I mean, it's a Black piece of work.
No, I know, but like, let's say like I read it. I'm taking it over to my cousin's house. You read it. She's taking it over to her friend's house.
We weren't doing that.
No? Why? Barely
could read.
Damn. Maybe that was just you.
Yeah. No.
They also hired a ton of historians, and a lot of them were hired to document past contributions of Black Americans in U.S. history. Because think of it, at this time, you have the Great Migration has happened. Obviously, people have moved up here, but there's a lot of people that still don't know how important the Black population is to the existence of the United States, I guess, as a whole. Some people even actually credit it as being the kind of the catalyst and the start for the freedom movement and the civil rights movement, because Johnson made a very important decision when Emmett Till was murdered. He decided to publish the images of Emmett Till's body in the magazine. And he kind of thought about that for a while. I read a quote article by one of his other editors that was there, or one of the historians that worked there. And he was saying that he thought about it for so long and was kind of thinking like, should I not? Because one thing, it was either going to be received the way it eventually was, or it was going to be received as this is blasphemous. Like,
Right.
why would you share this? This is extremely inappropriate.
Right.
Blah 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 blah. But the way he did it, it was received as in this is happening,
Right.
and people need to kind of like
Open your
do
eyes.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was a very important moment. I would, it was pivotal in the terms of the civil rights movement, but it wasn't out of or the ordinary. This is kind of his vibe. This is what he wanted to do. This was his mission and vision with Ebony and Jet. He wanted people to no longer. He said at some point that people either viewed the black population as victims or perpetuators of crime, and he wanted to give black folks an opportunity to read about themselves in a positive light. Right. Read about the accomplishments, read about the art, read about the music, read about all of this kind of stuff.
There was a lot of good stuff in there.
A lot of good. Yeah. And in 1958, his wife actually started Ebony Fashion Fair, and it was a charitable traveling fashion show that had black models wearing emerging black designers and couture. So they wore both. They wore stuff from Paris, couture, blah, blah, and they wore emerging black designers. And then she started Fashion Fair Cosmetics in 1973, because when they were doing these ads in the magazine, she was like, it's a lot of ads about cosmetic lines that don't really cater to our demographic, the people that we want to be our readers, our market. And so she said, I'm going to create this cosmetic line that is specifically made for black women.
Yeah.
And so it, for their complexions and their skin types and like everything that they would need that she saw was missing.
Yep.
And so it kind of like just solidified Ebony and Jet as this like
this the thing that
as an empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We them boys.
Yeah, for real. And there's so much that I could go into here, but the last piece that I want to kind of talk about is the building that they ended up in. So they were at 820 South Michigan. The building is still there. It is on the National Registry of Historic Places. It's now residential. And unfortunately, the height of Ebony and Jet, some people would say, is the 90s. Right. It was the largest amount of subscribers that they had. It was super huge. And unfortunately, after the 2000s, John Johnson passed away in 2005, and his daughter became CEO shortly before that. And he knew he wanted to stay on until the end, until he couldn't anymore. And so he did. But I read an article by his daughter where she said, I regret not pivoting faster. She said, I was so emotionally attached to what my dad had done. I couldn't pivot quickly enough to fit what was going on in that like Y2K shift.
Because there was a lot she could have.
Yeah. And so she, it kind of dated the magazines. And so they eventually obviously filed for bankruptcy and sold everything off. I think the last piece was sold in 2019, but one of the things that was the building, and inside that building there was the Ebony Test Kitchen and stuff like that. And one of what's really cool is Landmarks Illinois helped save that kitchen, and that kitchen is now in the Smithsonian.
Yeah, that's right. Bonnie told us about that.
Yeah, the building was built by John Warren. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Moutussamy.
Shit.
I know. I'm so sorry. I don't want to butcher it. Moto. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. He is the first black architect the first and only high-rise. Let's rephrase it.
Yeah.
This was the first and only building to be designed by a black architect to this day.
Wow.
It is still the only
in Chicago.
Holy
shit.
Yeah. And it was the first black owned building in downtown.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was a piece from when the building opened in 1971 that a visitor came through and said, quote, this was Lee Bay. He was a photographer, Chicago photographer.
Hey,
very
Lee
famous.
Bay.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said it embodied an Afrocentric modernism that was well turned avant-garde and hip. That was the vibe. He said, you walk in, it is absolutely beautiful. You can tell that you are within Black excellence.
Yes, sir.
And that was the energy. He said everyone in there was either dressed as if they were about to go somewhere or someone was about to come see them, and because it was true. He said there was celebrities that would come in through this building all the time. The wallpaper, everything was custom made. Like the wallpaper was custom made, the furniture was custom made, nothing was bought off of a catalog. John wanted everything to be made specifically for that space, so that it was never like replicated, or it had never been done before. It was 110,000 square feet of office space and 11 stories. And at the time when it was built in the 70s, it cost $8 million.
That paper.
And he even, to the point where he imported the wood panels that are in the building, they're still there today, from Mozambique, which is crazy to me.
Wow.
It's like a lot of the stuff was imported from different places around the world. He worked very closely with the designers and the architects, and he really just like put his print on it. And what I found that's really cool is that the archives, all of the archives, obviously the building was sold and the magazine itself was sold to someone in Texas, but his daughter has kind of like tried to bring it back together now. And
it's really a shame how they how this kind of Black History, even though Black History Month is done, but like this kind of stuff is what they want to cut out from talking only Black architect, and still, you know what I mean? Like,
isn't that crazy?
That's out of control.
How many high rises are
high rise? I should say, because like we got some Black people that's doing something, but high rise, right? It's just crazy that if it wasn't for like platforms like this and other things, we know about the media now getting shut down,
right.
So
it's horrible. But what I was going to say about the archives is that so when they sold all of their pieces off, one of the things was the archives. They sold every single piece of magazine, of article, of pictures, thousands of images that they took during the span of their existence.
I know where is it.
Where is it?
The Arts Bank. It's
so this guy. I DM'd him on Instagram, but he never responded. He opened my message and didn't respond. I didn't even want anything.
He's a super famous dude.
He's not that famous.
Fiesta Gates?
No.
Oh.
No.
I was going to say that he was one.
No. That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
If I DM'd Fiesta Gates and he opened my message and didn't respond.
Dang.
No. The guy's name is Steven, and he's an activist, and it says the Johnson Publishing Company archive. It is 4 million photographic prints, slides, and negatives currently take up 2,500 linear feet in a temperature-controlled building in Chicago. It's about 5,200 individual magazine issues, and it's the most comprehensive records of Black culture in the 20th century.
Oh, wow.
And he saved it, basically. So I just messaged him. I was like, this is so cool. I didn't even ask for anything.
Right.
He was like,
yeah, cool.
He didn't even respond.
Sorry.
But I don't know if anyone has access to it or you can see it.
Right.
But,
that'd be dope.
That would be really cool. I'm sure you can find stuff. I mean, you can find magazines in thrift stores, and there's a record store in Hyde Park that has a stack of them. It's
they got a bunch of them.
Yeah, they have a ton of them. I'm sure a lot of people's like parents and grandparents still have.
I wonder if my parents still got, because they had. I mean, it was like they probably don't have them anymore.
They have a ton of issues that were super important. I mean, on the 100-year anniversary of the emancipation, they published an issue that had instead of doing Abraham Lincoln's picture on there, I think they did. I'm blanking on the name. The really important Black guy that signed it.
Frederick Douglass?
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
They put his image on the cover, and so, a lot of people were kind of, obviously not the Black readers, weren't surprised that it was him on the cover, but a lot of white media was like, yeah, basically.
Man.
So they did a lot of that kind of stuff. They have a ton of really important issues and really important covers that I'm sure collectors look for when they're collecting. So it was just like an interesting to do a kind of a shallow dive here of their history. They did so much. I couldn't even possibly fit all of it in a 30-minute episode. But
Johnson, they helped with the glow, the hair products.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Yeah. They funded. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
They did a lot. Him and his wife, both of them, did a ton. And now his daughter has kind of like
taking a mantle,
trying to bring back the glory, because a lot of people were super upset when the company was basically like sold off for pieces. Mm-hmm. And she tried to keep it together, but like she said, I made a lot of mistakes, and I was just too emotionally attached to it.
You know, as she. I mean, it's human. You know what
it's hard. I mean, how do you take a multimedia empire
run by your dad
and keep it going? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to handle that pressure. I feel like. But yeah, that's all I have in this kind of like introductory episode, I will say. I'm sure we'll come back to this later and do a deeper dive, maybe one on Ebony, one on Jet, one on the other projects that they did. But I just want to spark your interest, and maybe you can, next time you're in a little thrift store or a record store, you can look for a copy and flip through it and read some important pieces of history. But if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with someone you love. We would love for you to do that, since it's free 99.
Free 99.
But if you did not love this episode, that's all right. Check back next week. We'll have something brand new for you.
For sure.
See you then. Peace. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, and we hope you loved it.
And if you could, please follow us on social media at 77 Flavors Shy on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter.
If you have any ideas or deep dives that you'd love us to do, please contact us at media@77flavorsshy. That's the number 77 flavors and shy for Chicago.com.
If you like visuals, please subscribe and follow and watch us on our YouTube channel at the same thing, 77 Flavors Shy, or search 77 Flavors of Chicago.
If you would like to support us monetarily, go ahead and click that Buzzsprout link in the description of this episode.
And as always, we gonna see you next week. Peace.